Hey guys, how you doing? So a couple days ago I asked you to interview me on Facebook, so we're doing that. We're starting it, and we're not going to do all the questions because I think there was like 373, which that's an overwhelming number of questions, but they were all really good, and thank you for participating in this one thing. And we'll do other videos too, so you know, this isn't the only one. First question now, I'm going to answer is from Terrence Higgins. Know him, he's a drummer. Bad man, but he said, what vocalist has influenced your singing approach, and what qualities do you look for in a drummer when considering him for your band? Well, first, the vocalist. That's a hard question, Terrence. You know, Bonnie Raitt was a huge influence to me, and then, you know, like Sheryl Crow was one of my first female kind of like idols that I looked up to. But you know, I grew up with rock and roll in the family, so a lot of they're stuck out there. A lot of rock and roll singers, you know. As far as the drumming goes, I consider a lot of things. You know, it's like personality. You know, you want a chops. You want somebody who can really play, but then who also has the discipline to sit back and, you know when to fit into the pocket. So it's just finding somebody who fits all that, you know, all those areas. We had a bunch of questions about the cigar box guitars. It was kind of like, what's the story behind it? I fell in love with cigar box guitars and kind of those funky instruments because when I was 17, I went down to the King Biscuit Blues Festival and I saw Richard Johnston and all these other cool street buskers out there, you know, playing these cool guitars, and I just love the sound, the texture, the depth of these guitars, and I've been wanting one for years, and we finally came back to play. I think it was 2012, the King Biscuit Blues Festival. Yeah, King Biscuit, Helena, they changed the name here and there, but yeah, I saw somebody selling them on the street, and I was like, alright, time to do it. Came full circle, you know, a few years later, so I got one and started writing songs on it, and I love it. People like it too, the audience seems to dig it, so, and it mixes up the set. Ask that. That was Birdwood Cigar Box Guitars, asked about the cigar box guitars. Alright. Coffee Stewart and Jason Woline asked about the Telecaster, my beautiful Telly, and it's a custom build from Delaney Guitars. It's my own signature model that they sell now on the website, and yeah, I mean, I just wanted something like that, and Delaney contacted me a few years ago, and, you know, we kind of built this together. I told them what I was after, and they built me this beautiful guitar, and I love it. So it's made to my specifications, and yeah, it's a great instrument. I'm answering Rock Chalk's question now, and it's a three-part question, because there's three different people asking, but this one's for Nate. From Nate, it says, if you could play any venue in the world, where would you play and why? There's so many. You know, we really want to go to, I'd love to go back to Australia, New Zealand. I know Byron Bay is a big festival. I've been wanting to do that for a long time, but Jazz Fest is definitely on that list. But I love playing hometown gigs too. I love playing at Knuckleheads in Kansas City. That's where my heart is, you know, so I love getting to go there whenever I can. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different venues. Pretty much wherever they want us to come, it's a win. And Amaya asked, which do you like better, cats or fish? I think that's easy, that's cats. I'm gonna go with cats on that one. And then Rock says, do you need a shopping buddy? And I would say, always. All about the shoes, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. It's funny. This one's kind of a fun question. Nobody ever asks this. Sam, been watching your tour dates since the summer. You and the band are road traveling dogs. What's the best meal you and the crew have ever had? That's from Joe Blow. If that's his real name or not, but I'll say okay. I'm gonna go. We like home cooking, you know, kind of soul food stuff where it's really bad for us. Gain some weight on this tours, but there's a place in Montgomery, Alabama. We just say that called Mrs. B's, and it's amazing. Sweetie Pies in St. Louis. Hattie B's in Nashville is awesome. That hot chicken. Giordano's. We do that when we go to Chicago, just because you gotta get deep dish pizza. You got to. Dinosaur Barbecue is pretty awesome in New York. There's so many places. I mean. we're spoiled, right, with the food on the road. It's pretty good. So I guess that's a good question. Let's see. Oh, Rob Marchetti asks, what was the very first song you learned on the guitar? That was what is that song? If It Makes You Happy by Sheryl Crow. And I was singing and playing it at the same time. I love that song. I was like 15. That was the first thing I ever learned. I need to relearn that. That's a good one. Okay. David Sessions asked, what was it like working with Luther Dickinson? Awesome. That's pretty much all I can say about that. He's obviously he's an incredible musician, but his ability to hear, the song, hear what needed to go into, each song, textures, layering stuff. He's just really good at that, and it was really cool. I mean, I learned a lot working with him, and just watching him play, it was pretty incredible stuff. So yeah, I'd love to do it again. That's how much I enjoyed it. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Talking about Luther, somebody asked, and I can't find it, it's buried, but somebody asked about the new record when it's coming out. It's coming out May or June. I'm really excited about it. 95% sure I know what the title's going to be, but I'm not sure about releasing it yet until it's printed on the piece of paper. You never know, right? But I'm so excited about it. It's my new favorite thing I've done, and the people I worked with, it was an incredible experience, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. So I hope you guys looking forward to that as much as I am, because if you weren't, I'd be in trouble, I guess. John Stewart asks, well, first he said, back in the Stone Age in 1989, we drove 5 hours to play a couple gigs. It was a ride from hell. I've done a few of those. How do you keep your sanity during marathon van rides across the country? Go, you're going to have to help me out on this one. How do we keep, I don't think we keep our sanity. I don't think we do.
No, if you kept your sanity, you would really go crazy.
I don't know. Listen to music. Listen
to a lot of music, and first of all, we get along very well. And as you can tell. And I think that's the big key to it. Yeah. But listening to a lot of music and giving each other the business, just fun and games, and it's easy. Get along, have fun.
Yeah.
You're driving around in this big world, and a lot of things to see, a lot of things to do, and we take advantage of that.
You want to try any spots?
No, I'm gonna get out of the way now because I know they're tired of looking at me.
Oh my God.
Oh, I got good news for you.
What? Oh, awesome! Johnny won the Grammy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Uncle Johnny won.
Yes. That's awesome. That's great. Good for him. This next question comes from Radka Kasperkova. She says, hi, Samantha Fish. I'm a 16-year-old blues guitarist from Collegeville, and I will see your upcoming show at the Sellersville Theater, which is tonight. Looking forward to it. My question is, what advice do you have for young, upcoming musicians? How should we get out there to be able to play the guitar and live a good life with living through music? That's a really good, hard question, because as far as advice goes, just practice. If you're determined and you're focused and you want to do it, just get as good as you can and keep going after it. Meet everybody that you can, network, meet your peers, meet people in the industry, and just try to become a part of the scene that you want to be in. The people that you look up to, I always emulated people who I look up to, as far as business-wise, musically you try to find your own, try to find your own sound and, find it your way. Because you can't force that as much, but as, business-wise, I looked up to people and see what they had, and I was like, okay, this is, a good place for me to look at and want to go, as far as labels and stuff. But as far as making a good living, that's hard one too. Just keep doing it, book your gigs, be independent, and stay true to yourself most of all. You have to be proud of what you're doing. So that'd be my advice. As jumbled as it might seem. Yeah.